Would you like to tell me who you are and a little bit about yourself?
Yes, my name is John Graham. I'm the Finance Director of Redline Specialist Cars. I love cars and I love football. Work hard, support your charity.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Gary Dale. I'm the Brand Ambassador for Redline Specialist Cars. Been working closely with Redline now for about 4 or 5 years. I've known John and the team up here for almost 10 years. I'm a foster carer as well of 25 years, but my passion is cars and Martin House Children's Hospice, as you well know.
I do. So can I just ask you both a couple of questions about your support of Martin House and how it came about and where we're going with it, really?
It goes back a fair way. I think it was probably early 2000s, so 20 years ago. One of my business partners then, a chap called John Mack, who was quite famous in the motor trade. It was always the charity of choice, so it became Redline's charity of choice. Unfortunately, John passed away a few years later, so we've been without John for quite a long time now. And we thought it a great idea to carry on his legacy, John Mack's legacy, which is to keep supporting Martin House, keep up the good work, and keep his memory.
That's lovely.
Thank you.
So I've been working with you probably going on about 5 years now. That's how long I've been here. And in the last 5 years that we've kind of been working together, I think I'm about right in saying that you've raised sort of over £80,000 for Martin House in all of the things that you've done.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we started off doing the Supercar Day, which was a fantastic thing to get involved, and then coming to the functions. More recently, for us, having Gary with us, who's as enthusiastic as we are about Martin House and the work that we're doing, it's helped us to probably move it on even further, dedicate more time to it, because busy running a business is not always easy to do.
Yeah.
But he's actually taken it on and run with it and exceeded all our expectations, to be fair. So well done, Gary.
Yeah, definitely. Well done,
Thank you.
Gary.
Yeah, I think for me it's quite humbling to be out there and meet the business partners and the partners that come in with us last year in the 2024 campaign have all come back in for the 2025 campaign.
Yeah.
So that shows that we're doing something right, and
Yeah.
I think that's really special. And we've grown it again this year. We've got almost 12 partners that have joined us for this year. So we'll have a bit of fun and at the same time, raise some money
Yeah,
for the
definitely.
hospice. That's great.
So for anybody who doesn't know what this Redline Supercar Day is, do you want to tell them a little bit about what that is that you do for us?
Yeah, well, I mean, it all starts with, the glitter ball, the event where, some very, very nice customers and followers of Martin House fight and bid for the pleasure of paying us a large amount of money for the charity, so that we bring 3 or 4 cars to the hospice. What I particularly love about it, I'll let Gary do his bit, is that we get to meet loads of families, get to see the children that are there with their brothers and sisters, parents, and for me, one of the highlights of that day is literally talking to the parents, meeting the parents as well. So obviously all the children are as important, but to see the joy that it brings the parents is probably what makes it for me as well.
Yeah, it's an incredible day, isn't it? Yeah.
I think it's we always talk about the smiles for miles, and being privileged to go out there and take some of the children and their brothers, their sisters, their mums and dads out onto the open roads is pretty special. And I know when I spoke to John probably 3 years ago when I got involved driving, I sort of said I'd like to get involved in a bigger way possibly. Yeah. And I think what we've created is just come natural. I think it's just not forced it. The partners that have joined us, the collaboration's been amazing.
Yeah.
And I think they've just created something really special. And
it was literally a question, wasn't it? I remember coming in to see you and saying, "Can you help?" And you took it from there, and it's turned into this amazing project, hasn't it? Yeah. I think one of my favourite times as well was probably, I think it was the year before last, and we were stood in the room at Glitter Ball, and it went up for auction, and you and me were sort of across the room from each other, and it just kept going, didn't it? And it was just going up and up and up, and it was just, both of our faces could see what that was doing for the charity and from you guys. It was just, you know, it's so kind that you continue to help us with this event every year and make it happen.
No, you're welcome. I mean, more recently, so we've done that, and then I'll let Gary go on to the Leeds United connection. Obviously, it's quite pertinent. I was there last night at the game. Ceiling promotion, it's very big for the area, for our customers. But obviously, when we had some of the players from Leeds United down recently, they donated some prizes that Gary was able to raffle as well. So we've moved even further from the Supercar Day to doing other things. And as I say, you've just finished your raffle, haven't you?
Yeah, that was incredible. There was so much engagement, and obviously perfect timing. Obviously, Leeds to get the promotion, and obviously go up and play with the big boys now. So it's from our point of view, yeah, perfect timing. Also, just mentioned very quickly the Christmas extravaganza wrap-up.
Christmas extravaganza, that was amazing.
Just before Christmas, and I know Sim, who's behind that camera here, he pulled out all the stops and said we're going to raise 10k in 3 weeks. And even I said that's a tough challenge. That's a tough challenge.
Yeah.
3 weeks prior to Christmas to come up with 10k, and we did it.
Yeah.
And yeah, thank you to everybody that engaged. Incredible. Another 10k in the bag for.
Definitely, and you turned it around so quickly, but it was amazing to watch. You know, everybody was kind of really getting behind what you do, and that's the beauty of the campaigns that you run, is that all of your, you know, clients and supporters, they do rally behind you,
Yes.
and you rally behind us, and in turn it's just a really lovely relationship that we've got here. Yeah. So the campaign this year, we've just closed it. We've got Meet the CEO coming up, and then we'll have the Supercar Day in August. Do you think we can beat it next year?
Hey, who knows? Like I say, when the partners come in, they tend to stay with us. So like I said previously, we're quite clearly doing something right.
Yeah.
They do want to engage with us. They do want to engage with the hospice, and the collaboration that we've been doing as a company with these, you know, Road Angel as an example of come on board as a partner, and obviously we're going to sell their product through Redline, and you know, it's just great. It's just great. These relationships are building, and I've got every confidence that partners will come back in with us for 2026.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah. And I think it's really important to also kind of say that it isn't just financial. You know, obviously you do give us massive financial support, but the day that you manage to put on for the children and the families that come to us, you can't put a financial figure against that, really. And, you know, the campaign supporters that you've got have gone on to support Martin House in their own right and in their own ways, and kind of continued that on alongside you. And it's just spread and become a massive kind of part of what Martin House is, and it's a day that everyone looks forward to every year with the Supercar Day. So.
Well, I know we're talking about Redline, but we're trying to also inspire other people.
Yeah.
Inspiring people to get involved from a partnership point of view.
100%.
But certainly, if anyone sees what we're saying and watches this video now, you know, please don't hesitate to get involved yourselves, and just you'll get a lot of a reward from it, a lot of comfort, and it's just such a proud thing to be involved with, and a feel good for you as a business. So, you know, I do go out to the directors of other businesses to say, look, you know, get involved and help.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, amazing. So is there anything else that we can encourage you to do going forwards with Martin House? Any crazy ideas you've got?
I think what we've created, like I said, is pretty special.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, going through this year, we'll have some events, and we'll get to meet, you know, the partners and build a stronger relationship with them. And it's like you say, we've got telecoms companies, we've got print companies, we've got consultants that have come in, and and they all add value, not just to us as a business, but to Martin House as well, and they're offering their services beyond the financial that they're putting into, you know, to become a partner with us as well. So I think pretty much continue doing what we're doing and keep building on what we've got, because I think it's pretty special.
I agree. I think it's really special. Yeah.